Welcome, welcome, welcome to another video where I share with you how to heal from toxic love. So today I want to share with you how to stay calm in this COVID-19 times. It can be scary right now, and this isolation that has been going on for nearly, are we at a month yet? And so people are starting to get a little stir crazy, and there's a lot going on. So if you don't know me, my name is Denise Dominguez, and I am a transformational love coach, sharing with women and helping women heal after toxic love. And I do this by having them peel, shed, and heal back the layers to get to who they really are. So before we get started, I want to share with you my COVID nails. Little long. I'm eventually going to have to take them off. And my roots. So I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. But beyond the nails and the roots, there's a lot of scarcity going on right now. And there's a lot of fear around this virus and around, everything, right? The finances, the jobs, all of that. There's just a lot of uncertainty going on right now, a lot of scarcity. So I want to give you 3 tips on how to stay calm in these COVID times. So the first thing I want to do is share with you a little story of when my world came crashing down, when there was a time when my entire world just crumbled. And you want to talk about uncertain times. I was in the midst of it, and it was my world. So nobody could really understand what I was going through because it was happening with me and my children and my family. And it's a touchy topic. So a lot of people don't have experience in this, or at least I didn't know anybody who had experience in this. So it was really difficult. It was a really hard time to go through. So let me just share with you a little bit about that. It was 2008. It was actually August 24th, 2008. I remember the specific date. And I walked into my house to a trail of blood. And that led to my then husband, attempting to take his life that day. And our 14-year-old daughter was with him, and it was just chaotic. So a lot of yelling, screaming, crying, a lot of fear, me reacting as like, what is going on? Like I walked into this. So I really didn't know how to respond except that what is going on. And so the first thing that I did was take control of the 911 conversation and get the correct address for the appropriate people to come and take control of the situation. And so months after that happened, there was a lot of uncertainty. And that's where the story begins. So, there was a lot of fear, anger, confusion, utter chaos. And that's just a few of the emotions that I felt back then. And so, like I said, for months after that, there was more of the same. So there was a lot of roller coasters up and down. And for the first time in my life, I felt lost, like truly lost, like not having any direction. Really, like some people say, you take it day by day. In that time, I was taking it minute by minute, moment by moment. I mean, that's how uncertain things were in that time. And so you right now in this COVID times, you may be experiencing the uncertainty of maybe finances right now, or, what's down the pipe for you in life right now. You may feel scared of what's to come next. You may even be going overboard with the isolation and disinfecting because you're so scared right now. You don't know what's going to happen next. So how do you stay calm in these times? So one thing that helped me during my chaotic time in life that I just shared with you was having a sense of peace and calm within myself. How I did that back then, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to share it with you, I know, but I'm saying like, I don't know how I came up with that back then. I guess it was the only option. So I'd love to share 3 things with you that I did and didn't do during that time. So you may be tempted to avoid things right now, right? I know because that's what I did. I avoided everything. I avoided my family. I avoided the mail. I remember the literally piles of mail on the dining room table. I just couldn't deal with it. I could not even think of anything in that moment. The only thing that I did was I did the necessities. So I paid for the electric, like that's the bill I'm saying that I opened on the necessities. Anything beyond that, I did not even give it a second thought. I'll deal with it later. I'll deal with it later. I'll deal with it later. And so literally there was this huge pile of envelopes on the table because of this, me reacting this way. So those are things that you don't want to do. You don't want to avoid everything. Like I said, I avoided talking to my family. Only one person was kind of like the messenger for everybody because there was a lot of emotions going on. So instead of avoiding, right, instead of reacting in fear, here are 3 ways that you can do right now. And I want to give this to you. So like I said, the first thing is getting that sense of peace and calm within you, right? So what I used was this affirmation. It's so simple. It's 3 words. I am safe. I am safe. And I repeated it a million times a day. I am safe. Even if I didn't believe it, it gave me some comfort until it gave me 100% comfort. So that's why I repeated it in my head all the time, right? I wrote it down on sticky notes so I could see it as well as speak it. That was really a pivotal moment for me, was to keep repeating this affirmation because it really did help. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and go into I am safe. I am safe. And just visualize yourself and go to the place where you are safe. Remember a time when you were safe, where you felt 100% safe. Who were you with? Where were you? How did it feel? Go to that place right now and breathe into it. And just visualize all of it falling away. Just falling away off of you. That is a great tool for you to use. I am safe. I am safe. Like I said, even if you don't believe it at first, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. I promise you it works. The second thing that I did was self-care is so crucial during times like this, right? The COVID times, the uncertain times, or maybe it's a personal story that you have of the uncertain times. So treating yourself to something every day that lifts you up and takes you to a higher energy and vibe. You could watch funny movies. Or, YouTube right here where you're at now is a great resource, and I highly recommend it to everybody. Shifting your energy to a higher vibration, right? So you could watch funny movies, or you could take a walk out in nature. You could listen to some soothing music, or just relax and drink your favorite cup of tea. Whatever it is for you that is taking care of you, taking care of your needs, is crucial during these times. It is so important for you. It's important for you all of the time, but especially important for you during these uncertain times. Okay? So that's number 2. Number 3 is for you to stay connected to one person, and that's you, right? Stay connected to you. So you can do this by journaling your feelings and expressing what you're grateful for now. These are 2 great ways to connect to yourself and stay in the present moment. So if you're feeling isolated, unsure, fearful right now, then I want to invite you to my Facebook group, and it's called Life After Narcissism. This is a safe place for you to receive the uplifting tools and tips that I only share in my group so that you feel 100% supported and surrounded by other, mainly women, but I do have a few guys in there, that are on the same healing journey as you. You'll make new friends with these women who have been through or are going through the same types of situations. There's lifelong bonds created here, and they're unmeasurable. So this group is your soft place to land, so that when you're feeling alone or disconnected, you know where to go, right? If you're on Facebook, of course. So you can get the support and the quick feedback. So that's my invitation to you, is to jump into my Life After Narcissism Facebook group, and I will post that link in the section in the description below. As always, thank you for being here. If you need any topics that you want covered, please comment below. Hey, Denise, I'd like you to cover this topic or that topic, whatever it is, around narcissism, recovering from narcissism, healing from toxic relationships. You know, fear and uncertainty is definitely one of the things that we experience when we're going through that. So I openly invite you to hand that over to me. And as always, much love.